So dear students, in previous class we have discussed about the static type overcurrent relay. Now in this lecture we will discuss about the directional static overcurrent relay. So as the name implies that directional static overcurrent relay, it means we require both element, that is voltage and current. Then only a directional relay can work. So this is the overall diagram of this directional static overcurrent relay, that we have two inputs, input A and input B. Input A is given through auxiliary CT, and after that it is given to the phase comparator. Similarly, input B is given through the phase shifter and given to the phase comparator. The phase comparator compares the phase difference between these two inputs, and then it compares the direction, what is the direction of power. Then it is given to the timer circuit. Timer circuit acts as a time delay unit. So how much time delay is allowed to work for the production system, that can be set through this block diagram. That's why it is called the timer circuit. Now next is the level detector. It will detect the level. Level means what is the predefined value we have set and what is the actual current value. So if that input value is reached to that level, then it will show a command, otherwise it will restrain a command. And that input quantity is given to the amplifier, that will be amplified to the required signal for giving a trip command. That's why after amplifier there is a trip circuit. That is how the function of the directional static overcurrent relay. Same thing is written here, that a directional relay is nothing but a directional power relay which operates when the power in the circuit flows in a particular direction. So in a particular direction means we have to compare the phase difference between the two quantities. So thus it requires to sense the system voltage as well as the system current. So we require a system voltage and system current, as in this case we have taken a this is voltage and this is a current. A block diagram of directional static overcurrent relay shows over. So the input A is proportional to the system current. This input A is proportional to the system current supplied to a directional unit. This is a directional unit, and through auxiliary transformer, through this auxiliary transformer. Input B is proportional to the system voltage supplied to a directional unit through phase shifter. So this is the voltage input which is supplied to the directional unit through phase shifter, and this is the current input which is supplied from the auxiliary CT to the directional unit. So what phase shifter does, it shifts the phase difference between the two quantities and measures what is the phase difference by the phase comparator. So let us say the phase comparator compares the phase angle between the two inputs. Let this angle is phi, while the relay characteristic angle is theta. So the IP be the current setting magnitude, then the relay will operate only if set value of IP is less than equal to I cos phi minus theta. I think this has been understood, that relay phi, what we say, that let this angle is phi while the relay characteristic angle is theta. So difference between both is cosine of angle, and the total current is I. So what is IP? If IP is less than equal to I cos phi minus theta, then relay will issue a trip command, otherwise it will have a restrain command. So that is how the function of directional static overcurrent relay. Similar type of static overcurrent relay we will discuss here in next case, that is called the static directional relays. First one is called the directional static relay, and this is called the static differential relays. So as the name implies that the differential relay measures the phasor difference between two similar electrical quantities. It means the differential relay measures the phasor difference between the two quantities, whether they are the voltage quantities or the current quantities. Whether these are the voltage or current quantities. And the rectifier bridge amplitude comparator is the most common static form for the application as a differential relay element. As we have discussed the bridge type of comparator in previous classes, so he is telling about same that the rectifier bridge amplitude comparator is the most common static form of for application as a differential relay element. The block diagram for such relay is shown here in figure 7.99. So what it indicates that when input 1 and 2 are supplied to the comparator, this is input 1 and this is input 2, the output of the comparator, that is output of the comparator, that is the phasor difference of the input of 1 or 2. So we have applied input 1 and 2, both are similar quantity, that is it may be a voltage quantity or it may be the current quantities, and the comparator compares the phasor difference between the two quantities. This is called the phasor difference. The output of the comparator will be the phasor difference between the two quantities. So output of the comparator is the phasor difference between the input 1 and input 2, and that is amplified and used to operate the relay. So static differential relays are most commonly used for production of generators and transformers for any type of internal faults, that is 2 and 3 phase faults, at faults with the solidly grounded neutral or low resistances grounded neutral internal faults also. These are the application of static differential relays, that how they are working. So we will discuss once more what is the diagram. That we have a comparator. In general, the rectifier, this type of amplitude comparator is used here, and input to these two comparators may be two quantities. These two quantities may be the voltage quantities or the current quantities. So this comparator compares the phasor difference between these two quantities, and this phasor difference between two quantities, that is 1 and 2, is given to the amplifier. This value is amplified, and after that it is given to the output device. So to operate the amplifier device and output device, we are supplying a auxiliary DC supply. Then as per the set value of the relay, that output is issued as a trip command to trip a system as per the phasor difference of the input 1 and 2. That is how the function of static differential relays. So today in this class we have discussed the static differential relays, and another one we have discussed the directional static overcurrent relays. So these are the two relays which we have discussed in this class.